Welcome to Math World. Today's class, let us learn problems regarding ratio and proportion. What is ratio? See, when I want to compare one item with the other, then I need to use ratio. Two things must be of same kind, then only I can compare them. Say, suppose a person X has 10 rupees and person Y has say 100 rupees. Okay, now I can compare money which they have, right? If I have only one thing or one quantity, one item, then I cannot compare this. I cannot say that person X has more money. I cannot say that because depending on whom he has more compared to with he which person he has more money. See, that is more important. So when you have two things, then only we can compare, right? So now I can say that a person Y has more money as compared to X. Okay, and how many times more? See, this person has got 10 rupees and this one has got 100 rupees, so 10 times more than person X. I can say person Y has 10 times more than the money of who X has, right? So when we want to compare two things of same kind, okay, then we use ratio. Ratio of two quantities, it is denoted by, say, suppose I have two quantities A and B or X and Y only, then this is denoted by, ratio is denoted by X is to Y, or the way you can even write it like a fraction, X by Y. Ratio of two quantities is the number of times of one quantity contains another quantity of same kind. See, we can observe the one thing that it is nothing but a fraction, right? So problems regarding ratios are mainly solved as problems regarding fractions. When I write X by Y or X is to Y a ratio, then this X is nothing but antecedent and Y is nothing but consequent. There are many types of ratios. Let us look at them. First one is duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio. So suppose A and B are two numbers or two quantities, then the duplicate ratio is nothing but the ratio of squares of these numbers. Okay, so this is nothing but the ratio of squares of two things or two numbers. Okay, suppose the X and Y are two numbers, then its duplicate ratio is X square is to Y square, or you can even write it as X square by Y square. Okay, suppose I have given with the ratio, say 3:5 is given to us, x is to y is 3 is to 5, then its duplicate ratio is nothing but square of this. 3 square is to 5 square, which is nothing but 9 is to 25. Okay. Then the next type is subduplicate ratio. It's nothing but the ratio of square roots of two numbers. We have learned how to find the square roots, so that helps in solving problems regarding this also. So suppose same x and y are two numbers, then x is to y is given, then subduplicate ratio is nothing but root of x is to root of y. Suppose the same thing is given to you, or I'll change, for example, say x is to y is 25 is to 100, then subduplicate ratio is root 25 is to root 100, and root 25 is 5 is to 10. So this is the subduplicate ratio. Next type is compounded ratio. When two or more ratios are multiplied together, then we get compounded ratio. Suppose I have say x is to y, or say u is to v is one ratio, and another ratio is x is to y. Okay, two ratios are given. Then compounded ratio means just multiplying them. Okay, I'm multiplying numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. Antecedent are multiplied together. That's ux is to vy. This is the compounded ratio. Suppose three ratios are given to you, like a is to b, c is to d, and e is to f is given. Then their compounded ratio is, and don't get confused, a c e, multiplying all antecedents together, is to then the consequence BDF. Okay, then next is triplicate ratio. It's nothing but cube of the numbers. Okay, suppose a is to b is given, then triplicate ratio of a is to b is a cube is to b cube. Okay, similarly subtriplicate, it's nothing but the cube roots. Yeah, same, x is to y is given, then subtriplicate ratio is nothing but cube root of a is to cube root of b. This is same as writing a power 1 by 3 is to b power 1 by 3. There are few points to remember. Suppose say a is to b is given to you, say some values like no need, I'll just explain you with this only. A is to B is given, B is to C is given. Okay, then it is asked to calculate A is to B is to C. Okay, for that what you have to do is, this is nothing but, say this value, I'll write, say some example, x1 is to y1, and this is x2 is to y2. Okay, then A is to B is to C is nothing but x1 into x2 is to x1 into y2, x2 into y1 is to y1 into y2. Say it's A is to B and B is to C. What you have to do is, you first multiply these two and write. Okay, then you multiply these two and write, then you multiply these two and write. Okay, yeah, I'll explain these things in solving problem also. Suppose three ratios are given, like A is to B, B is to C, and C is to D is given, and asked you to calculate A is to B is to C is to D. What is this? That is nothing but, you just go for multiplying. It's nothing but, first thing, A, B, C product. It's very easy to write, and you keep these two as it is, and the third one is B, C, D. Okay, it's very easy to remember. Next, the middle terms, it's nothing but BBC and BCC. BBC, it's easy to remember, BBC, then BCC. Okay, next, one more point. If two numbers are in the ratio, ratio of A1 is to A2, and the sum of these numbers is, say, A, then the numbers are A1 into A by A1 plus A2, and A2 into A by A1 plus A2. Okay, similarly, if three numbers are given, like say three numbers are in the ratio A1 is to A2 is to A3, suppose three numbers, okay, they are in this ratio, then the three numbers I can write it as A1A by A1 plus A2 plus A3. Second number is A2 into A divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3. The third number is A3 into A by A1 plus A2 plus A3. Okay, so these are some key points. Then we'll go for proportion, and then we'll take up problems. Okay, proportion means when the two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion. Okay, either one may be more or one may be less, but I can make it equal by multiplying something. So in those cases we say proportion. When two ratios are equal, then it is called proportion. Proportion, it's nothing but equality of two ratios. So that's, suppose A is to B is same as C is to D, then we say that they are in proportion. It's even denoted like this: A is to B, double is to C is to D. It's even you can write it like this: A by B is same as C by D. Here what we do is this first term and the fourth term are called extremes, okay, and this second and third term is called middle term or means, first and last, remember, okay. And the thing is, product of extremes is equal to product of means. That's AD equal to BC. You can observe that AD equal to BC. Next, there are some properties. Let us go for it, which helps in solving. Okay, first one is inverted O. Inverted O. Say suppose if you have a ratio A is to B is C is to D, then this property says B is to A is equal to D is to C. And the second property is called alternate. And this is if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A by C or A is to C is equal to B is to D. You can observe, see, this is, if you write it like this, no, then it's quite easy to understand, because we have learned how to solve problems with the fractions, right? See, when it is written like this, when I take it over here and over here, so that A goes down, and this over here, this over here, that's nothing but this comes here, so D by C, and when you take this to this side, this will be B by A. I'm sorry, B by A, which is nothing but this, right? Okay, now when I write like this, A by B equal to C by D, I'm just interchanging these two. I'm taking down over here, this over here, so that this will be A by C, and which will be equal to B by D, which is nothing but A is to C equal to B is to D. Okay, next one, compounding rule. It's if you have the ratio A is to B is C is to D, then A plus B by B equal to C plus D by D. I'm just adding the denominator to numerator. Okay. Next is dividendo. Same thing, just the subtraction. A by B is equal to C by D, or A is to B equal to C is to D, then A minus B by B is to C minus D by D. Next combination of this, componendo, dividendo. That's if A by B is equal to C by D, then A plus B divided by A minus B equal to C plus D divided by C minus D. Okay, these are the things to be remembered while solving ratio and proportion. Now let us go for the problems. if 100 rupees is divided between A and B in the ratio 3:2, then how much the person B will get? Okay, see, this is similar to the points I mentioned. If an amount, two numbers are in the ratio, thus the sum of these numbers is given to you, and the numbers are like this. Same thing here. A is to B is divided and total amount capital A is given to us, right? And ratio is given, it's 3 is to 2. Okay, and say you take this as A1 is to A2, and the total amount, that's capital A, is 100 rupees, right? So it's what B will get, the second person will get, right? So that will be the second ratio, consequent into total amount divided by A1 plus A2. I hope you remember this. A2 into total amount is 100 here, divided by A1 plus A2, right? A2 is 2, 2 into 100 divided by A1 plus A2 is 5. So this will be 400 rupees. So B will receive 400 rupees. See, these type of problems are asked. Two numbers are in the ratio 3:4 and their LCM is given. Sometimes they'll give you HCF or they'll give you both LCM and HCF, and you need to find the number. Okay, so see, when you don't know the number, you assume you know their ratios, then you assume the numbers be 3x and 4x. Okay, the smaller number is asked, in the sense I need to calculate 3x. They are given you the LCM. What is the LCM? LCM is nothing but the least common multiple, and it is 84. The numbers are this, so usually we take LCM is nothing but the product of these two numbers, so it's nothing but 3x into 4x. So 12x equal to 84 and x will be equal to 7. After that it is as the smaller number. Smaller number means 3x. So 3x equal to 3 into 7. So the answer is 21. Next problem. What must be added to each term of the ratio 7:11 so as to make it equal to 3:4? Okay. They are given you the ratio 7:11, right? I need to add something, 7 by 11. I need to add something to both numerator and denominator, because it's mentioned what must be added to each term. So I need to add something to both numerator and denominator so that this will be equal to 3:4. So I'll just write it. I'm adding something. Yeah, of course it has to be a same number, so that the ratio will be equal to 3/4. Just do the calculation. Cross multiplication, and you simplify, take it over here, 4x minus 3x, so that this will be x. 33 minus 28 is 5, so x value is 5. You need to add 5 to the numerator and denominator to get the ratio equal to 3:4. In a small village, there are 4 men for every 3 women and 5 children for every 3 men. Okay, how many children are there in the village if it has 531 women? So first statement, we'll write it in the ratio. There are 4 men for every 3 women, right? So women is to men ratio is 3 is to 4. After that, 5 children for every 3 men, right? So men is to child is the ratio 3 is to 5, right? So that now I can write this ratio women versus men versus children. This ratio I can write, this is nothing but, as I mentioned, see, you need to write it like this: 3 is to 4 and 3 is to 5, right? First you multiply these two, that's 9. After that you multiply these two, it's 12 is to, then you multiply these two, that's 20, right? Now after that, what is asked, how many children are there in the village if it has 531 women. Women ratio is now 9, and it's unknown to us. 9x multiples of 9 gives me this, right? 9x is equal to 531. X equal to 531 by 9, it's 59, yeah. Now children is asked, childrens are in the ratio 20x, right? I'm sorry. Now number of children for 531 women. So children ratio is 20x. I got x value as 59, sorry, 20x. 20 into 59 is 1180. Okay.
What will be the fraction whose ratio with 1 by 27 is equal to ratio of 3 by 11 and 5 by 9? Means there is a number with a ratio with 1 by 27, and this ratio is equal to 3 by 11 is to 5 by 9. Okay, so these two are equal, it's nothing but in proportion. Now this can be written as x by 1 by 27 equal to 3 by 11 divided by 5 by 9. Okay, when I take it like this x I'll keep it over here only. 3 by 11 I'll write it like this. Now 5 by 9 is in the denominator, so 9 goes up, so this will be 9 by 5. This 1 by 27, when I take it over here, this will be 1 by 27, right? Yeah, then you do the calculation. 9 3s are, so 3 will get cancelled, only the remaining is 1 by 55. So x equal to 1 by 55. These are few problems regarding ratio and proportion. In the upcoming videos, I'll be discussing different tricks to solve maths problems which helps in solving various aptitude questions. Thank you.